We've got here, we've got some practice racing on a Tuesday night. Hello everybody, my name is CJ. Welcome to Velocity Racing Network for Midwest F1 practice racing here on Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night we do a practice race with drivers from all four divisions combined, so everybody can get a mock race in before the big time on Thursday. Now I do have to get a link to this race and link it. So we've got 20 drivers from Division 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them. Here in the Sochi Autodrome at the moment. 18-minute qualifying here, as well as a 27-lap race after the fact. And let me get the... No, we don't want telemetry. And track map. First car out is a Renault. It's Matt Rosie. He is a lightning fast driver, to be completely honest. He started out in the lower divisions, came up through up to Division 1 incredibly quick. Probably not since Jenna did we see someone come up through the ranks of the league as quickly as we saw Matt Rosie come up. He went from D4 to D1 in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Honestly, it was a very impressive setup and a very impressive come up from the start from his first race up to now. One of the fastest in the league for sure. DRS cracked open down the long squiggly. So final 2 corners here for Matt Rosie. He's going to start his lap. And across early start finish line here. DRS open through the first turn and down into T2. Entering T2 at a little over 320 kilometers an hour. Gets a nice entry through T3, long sweeping corners here, and out of T4. Other drivers that are about to set laps are Seabury on a lap. Haytight had a lap going, was on a hot lap but invalidated. Bacon has invalidated his hot lap. Kaz is yet to go out. Joker on a lap. Rosie down the way. Chief Brace has just begun his lap. The other Ferrari of Nicky has just started his lap. He's on mediums here. So Rosie through 14 and 15. On board right there with him through this. This is a difficult section of track to work with. Down into the final 2 corners, has a pretty solid lap going here. Looks like it's going to be a 1 minute 30 across the line, 38.38. Next lap up will be Barry. He has invalidated his lap. Next one I believe would be Bacon. However, Bacon's on his out lap. He's going to come right back in. Got Murph and Selly here, about to finish his lap. 31.416 is the best he can do. Rager does not get a complete lap. Jennett's coming down here to cross the lines, crosses the line, invalid 131.032. Joker goes to the top, 132.07. Next car to cross is Helgier, going for a really solid lap actually. 131.16 will put him third at the moment. Next car down is a Williams. It's Chief Braids. He's going to come around. Has a he'll go to the bottom of the board. 32.47. Nicky also getting his lap set. Comes around 33.65 on the soft, on the medium. Hash on an out lap. Knuckles on a hot lap is invalid though. Highway on a out. Matt Rosie, the only Renault. He is coming into the box now. Barry is currently still has a lap stuck down here. It's not a very good lap, however. He's going to come across and he is going to go 6th fastest as Haytite goes 5th, 32.45. Next car to come across is an Alpha. It's Murph again. Keeps it valid, 131.39. Here comes M. Rager. Not looking too good here. He's going to set a 134.59. There's a Williams that is not coming into his box. So Helg is the next car to finish a lap, although he will pit. Chief Braids is going to try and get something better here through the final 2 turns. Will he improve? Not quite. He improved, but he didn't set a... He didn't gain any positions with his lap. Hash is always one to watch when we're looking for fast laps. Comes around, is going to set the 6th fastest lap of the day, 31.647, just behind Chief Braids. There's a Red Bull coming across its highway, however he has invalidated. Jennett yet to set a lap. Whoa. Has Highway spun it? No, Barry spun it. Barry spins out in turn 15, I believe. Tough luck there as Bacon setting himself up for a hot lap. Here comes Kaz. He's on his out lap though. So this is where his run will start. Though. As he begins his lap. Let's go on board with Bacon through his lap. We'll just hide all of the UI and we'll just watch as he takes this lap here. .335 kilometers an hour into the braking zone here at T2. Perfect through T4. Runs a little wide. Did that invalidate? That did invalidate. He had a sector best as Joker goes fastest. Just goes even faster. 32.07. Matt Rosie on an out lap trying to make some gain. Jenna is on an out lap at the moment. ZGS is yet to set a lap. Jennett is on his out lap. Jennett's one of the fast drivers in the league. I'd say top 5 for sure, if not any better. Owen Williams. Alright, so Mystic's just going for another lap here. And Bacon's also preparing for a lap. Next driver to come across is on an out lap. That's Helg. Rosie's on a hot lap here. Sector 2, fastest of the session for Matt Rosie through Sector 2. Gets a little squirrely through this section. I think that's 14 and 15 down to the last two corners. Runs perfectly wide. Around the corner, gets to the top of the board. 1:30, 1:75. Fastest lap of the day once again. Nicky comes along to begin his lap. Jinnit looking to show up here. He is on a fantastic lap at the moment. Goes third fastest, 1:30.440. We've got a car around, spun out here. It's I believe Helg's gone around here in this last sector. One car is about to come across. Kaz has come across the line. 1:32.603. We've got a Racing Point coming across. That's Rager. Starts his lap actually. Bacon comes in. Haytight coming to start a lap. Hash on his way on an out lap. Barry on his way on an out lap. Anyone on a full lap here? Anyone on a flying lap? Rager's on a flying lap, but he's not really that close. We'll just look for anybody on flying laps. Helga's on a flying lap. Although he is. Yeah, he just completed a lap. Actually, he just spun out, so wouldn't make sense for him to go once more. A lot of drivers here are on an out lap. 6 minutes, 40 minutes to go in qualifying here for Tuesday practice racing at the here in Russia around the Olympic Park that was built for the 2014 Winter Olympics. Hash starting his lap. We'll see how he does in Sector 2, if he goes faster in Sector 2. If he goes, no, what am I saying? If he goes Sector 1, I know he's got the pace for it. He doesn't, but I know that speed is there for sure. Knuckles on an out lap. Racing Point is coming down to finish his lap. Not too bad. Keeps him 33.623, keeps him 12th at the moment. Ferrari coming in, that's Haytight. He comes across, goes fourth fastest. Haytight, 31.5. What a lap. Here comes Chief Braids on an out lap. Barry's coming across on a flying time. Does he improve from 9th? He does not. 31.800. Gets a faster lap, but it doesn't get him any more position. Hash on his last Sector 2 time. Does he improve from 8th? He does improve from 8th up to 5th. Fantastic lap there. And now here comes Knuckles, invalidated his laps. That's no luck there. And Highway has invalidated his as well. Here comes Murph. Does he go any faster? P5 from Murph. 5-6 lockout here. Third row locked out for Alfa Romeo. Next car on a lap is Haytight, but I doubt it's gonna be anything. I doubt it may actually be a flying lap here. He may be going for another one. Certainly looks like he's going for a flyer here. Yellow's in sectors 1 and 2. And, runs really wide. And that'll do it. He was probably going for a good lap there. He was trying to get something out of that. But just didn't. Ran a little too hard through that corner and tossed it all out. And, speaking of tossing it all out, there goes Barry around. Quick little reset to track. That doesn't do anybody any harm. It would do a little bit of harm if it was a Thursday race. That is actually there's actually a pretty big penalty for resetting to track. It's a qualifying ban to reset to track. It is pretty spoken against, as Knuckles comes down, trying to get at least trying to get a lap in here. Comes across and will go 10th fastest. Highway also trying to get a lap in, runs a little wide, keeps the lap, goes 13th fastest. Murph goes 4th on a 30.81. Helg just started his lap. Rager trying to get something done. Actually, Rager, I believe, Rager's run out of fuel here, so he's going to be coming in that's probably it for Rager. Only a 33.62 for his hot lap. That's not something to exactly smile about. Here comes Haytight. He's flying out of the pits here to try and get one more lap in. Knuckles comes into the pits, or no, that's Rager comes into the pits. Helg looking really nice through Sector 2 at the moment. What I did notice that Matt Rosie went up to the top. I mentioned that, I believe, I hope. And Highway has run out of fuel as well. He's going to cut around to get some time here. Knuckles has invalidated his lap. Highway is out of fuel. Helg comes flying through the last chicane. He's almost 2/10 up on his previous time. That would get him probably to like P5, P4 around the final turn. 1:30.974. That's P5 on his what most likely will be the last lap. Nicky coming across to start his final lap of the session. Most likely, unless he wants to try and get 2 in. Haytight coming across to start his final. Bacon coming across to start his final. Rosie's going to come across, go for one more. Just try and get into the 29s, I'd assume. We've also got a Williams coming across. Williams is Chief Braids. Looking to get his lap started up. Janet's on an out lap. Hopefully he can make it back all the way around in time. Haytight has already invalidated. Must have invalidated in turn 1 or turn 2. Watching Bacon on his lap at the moment. Nicky also on a flyer. He's 1.2 up on his current best. That will put him around high 31s. I'd say it'd put him around 8th or 9th. Helg not going for one more. Nicky going for broke. Final turn. It's looking really good here. P8 for Nicky. Can Haytight improve? No, he goes... Oh, yeah, he invalidated. Where will Bacon fall into the equation? This will be his first valid flying lap if he can keep it clean through the last 2 corners. He will, and he will go right up to P11. And, oh, Rosie invalidated. That's not good because Joker's on a lap as well. Oh, no, Joker invalidated too, so Matt Rosie keeps pole here. One last car coming around. Rager's coming around to go a little faster. Doesn't quite get it. Next car to come across is going to be Janet. Janet's the next car to come across. Does he go any faster? He invalidates too. Everybody has invalidated here on their last laps. Is Hash on a flyer? He invalidated it too. I think that's it for qualifying. I think we've got our grid set here. Barry is not out, but he's not gonna get a lap in. Chief Braids is in the pits. Nicky does not actually he's invalidated. Hash is out of it. Highway has left the session. I'm not sure what happened there. ZGS never set a lap. It's just Nicky, Chief Braids, and Seaberry who have yet to, who just never put a lap down here. So you're on board with Seaberry as he pulls up to 10th position. So Rosie, Joker, Janet, Murph, Helg, Haytite, Hash, Nicky, Chief, Seaberry, Bacon, Knuckles, Kaz, Highway, Rager, and ZGS never set a time. Interesting, great qualifying session. That was okay. That was really hard to follow, but I did my best with it. At least I think I did. But regardless of the fact, we've got racing to take care of here. This is where I channel my inner Martin Brundle. Some maybe some 2002 Malaysia. Some real crazy shit. I don't think we have a formation lap here. We probably don't. I wouldn't think so. The Saatchi Autodrome has been running Grand Prix for 7 years now. But in the Midwest F1 League, everything is different. This is its second time actually, running a race. M-Rager, the first two ready up. Ooh, Rager ready to, he pressed X. Oh, the mad lad. The mad lad. 2, 3, 4 people have readied up. 5, 6, 7. It doesn't matter. We're about to go racing. Matt Rosie is up. 4, 5. Fire away! Rager jumps to start. Great start from the Williams. Alfa Romeo has a great start. That's here comes Rager up the middle. Ferrari in the back had a good start. Here comes Joker up the inside. They touch. They make contact. Rosie up the middle. ZGS never won. Rosie takes the lead. Down. Here comes Murph and Celia up to second. The Alfa Romeos are powering through to the lead. Joker holds on to third for the moment. Hash is pressuring. No one has gone off track. No one has spun yet. Matt Rosie has pulled away. Rosie's taking off. Oh, problem with Murph and Sully. He's run a little wide. He got a little squirrely, and that's going to allow Joker to slip through to second place. Problem already with Seaberry. He must have gone off in turn 5. 5 or 6 now. Battle back up. Murph trying to get one back here. And mates make a little bit of a scruffle here. The Alfa Romeo teammates having a bit of a go at each other. Joker runs a little bit slow. Here comes Hash up the inside on Murph. And beautifully, Hash gets through into P3. Fastest lap for the first lap here. Oh no! Chief Braids goes around! Chief Braids has lost it in the final corner, and he has fallen all the way down. That is really rough. That's tough for Chief Braids. He was all the way up in the P6, P7. And we've got a fantastic little scuffle here. Jenna has gotten around Murph. Haytite and Hash held battling it out. So many damn H's in this league. Bacon has just run wide for his third time. That's a 3-second time penalty. Matt Rosie has pulled already out of DRS range. Bacon again running a little wide. Jinnit is looking to make a move. DRS has not been enabled yet. We still have another lap to open up DRS. At the end of this lap, DRS will open up, and drivers will have a 15-km/h advantage. Oh, and around goes Jinnit off the hand of Helg, and he goes up to P4. A big scuffle here. One of the Murph went around too. One of the Alfa Romeos got lost up in the confusion. That is big time. I believe whoever was behind Jinnit just ran through him. I couldn't tell who it was. Rosie gets the fastest sector 3, but Joker comes back up with the fastest lap bars. Hash moves up to P3, Helg to P4, Haytight to P5. Then it's Nikki. Bacon's coming down to the inside trying to make a move. Knuckles on Jinnit doesn't go through. Murph until he already gets past M. Rager. Kaz running a little wide. Jinnit trying to make up big time spots, and Kaz seems to have just let him through. Kaz knew Jinnit was a little bit faster, so he just lets him on by. Barry gets a 3 seconds for multiple warnings. A lot of drivers here have DRS, and they will be using it when they crack down this long, curvy, swingy, windy back straight. Bacon has it on Nikki, but I don't think there's a big enough gap. Jinnit's got it on Bacon, again, not enough gap. Haytight gets a 3 seconds. And this much action, and we're only 3 laps in, as Kaz also lets Murph by, and now Murph is going to be chasing down Knuckles for 9th position. Murph had a fantastic start. He was up to P2 for a little bit for the first few corners. Wasn't really able to pull through. That Rager has been disqualified for ignoring a drive-through, for ignoring his jump start. He will be out of this race. Rager is no longer in it. On board with Rager for, not Rager, Murph for a little bit. As he's going to try and get to the inside here. On Knuckles, doesn't make it work quite yet. Give him time though, he will be there. As we've just missed, we're almost missing Jinnit v Nikki. This is a D1 battle. As Jinnit goes through, Nikki gets a time penalty. Here comes Nikki back to the inside, now the outside for the corner. Almost runs into the back of him, saves himself and Jinnit there once again. As we've got a awesome 3-car scuffle here. Bacon is left absolutely stranded here with no DRS. Knuckles is going to get by. Murph might try it. He thinks a little better of it. Oh, Knuckles runs a little wide. Around the outside, maybe? No. And Bacon goes around, and they go around. Everybody goes around. Knuckles there. Bacon holds P8. And Jinnit is charging back up the field. And Bacon is not going to have DRS this time, but Murph will. On board with Murph in the Alfa Romeo. He is right there. He's just going to close, sticks to the outside. And Bacon's going to hold him off, but not for much longer. Murph and Sully makes it all the way up to P8 at the moment. Here comes Knuckles now trying to get a piece of Bacon. In turn 5. Battle for the lead is coming back here. Joker's coming back on Matt Rosie. This is another D1 battle. A lot of these battles are D1 battles. Matt Rosie, Mr. Joker, Hash, Helg, Jinnit, Nikki, Bacon, Barry are all D1 guys. Not many of these guys are even in the top. Not many of these guys are in the lower divisions. Here's our battle. Knuckles and Bacon. Bacon doing a fantastic job holding off Knuckles. Even though Bacon is on medium tires and Knuckles is on softs, this is fantastic defense from the Brit. Knuckles ran a little wide and he's going to have to concede once more. Ooh, Nicky off into the grass a touch there. That is not really good for his cause. Knuckles has DRS again. You just saw him press the button for an extra nearly 20 kilometers an hour. He can't really do anything with it, but he can just get that little bit closer so he can make an overtake, perhaps in the next overtake zone, in the next DRS zone. If Bacon makes a mistake, he's even closer and he has a better chance of pouncing on that error. I didn't really choose the greatest race in the world for my broadcasting, but we'll be doing it next week in Spa. I'll be doing it next week in Spa, and I'm cool with me. I did not take any tips. Knuckles asked me if I took any tips from the Monaco race directing. I did not, because we've yet to cut to Lance Stroll in the middle of a fantastic battle. But speaking of fantastic battles, two of the most talented drivers in the league right here battling it out. Oh, we've got a problem. Helga's gone around on his own, maybe. Looks like it's on his own. Nicky's gonna get up to him here, and here comes Murph. Bacon another 3 seconds. Murph is getting close. Murph is closing. He's gonna have DRS and he's gonna be right on the bumper. Matt Rosie gets a 3 seconds. Does Murph get through in T2? Not quite. Nicky fighting back fantastically. Nicky's still on the inside. Does he keep the spot? No, but is he going to cross him over? Yes! Can he get it back? No, not quite. Oh, what a fantastic fight that Nicky just put up against Murph. Murph had some serious pace there. And Nicky was keeping right up with it. That is fantastic driving. Jinnit has already made his way straight up to... He's not looking back. He is setting pretty good sector times. Matt Rosie has pulled just a bit out of DRS range. Actually, no, he's... Joker's just pulled back in. Not quite sure how this is going to unfold. Closer on the map, on the track map than it actually is. So we've got a DRS opening here for Joker. Joker's closing in a lot here on Rosie. Not enough to make a move though. He thinks better of it. Now it is Nicky's turn to be the hunter, and Murph is hunted. Not really anything. You could see Nicky made a little bit of a flick towards the end of the straightaway, but there was just nothing he could do. And Joker's all over the back of Matt Rosie here. He is faster for sure. He's got the fastest lap, I believe. Does he have the fastest lap? He does have the fastest lap, 34.404. He's going to have DRS again. He's going to get that speed advantage once more. Peeks to the inside. Battle for the lead. And Rosie manages to... Might have braked a little bit later, just had the better line into that corner. It's really hard to make an overtake into there unless you are fully clear. last corner. Bacon is right up to the bumper here of Nicky. Oh, that's really close up to the back of the gearbox of the Renault. Joker is cutting it so close, but still managing to keep out of the gearbox, not be part of the gearbox. Oh, we do have a battle here. Nicky and Bacon again. Nicky hanging on the inside through turn 3 just like he did the last time. He's going to try that crossover again. A little held up. And he's going to have to concede once more. Bacon holding on to everything he's got here. Now the battle for lead is just boiling hot. Joker in the Williams, Matt Rosie in the Renault. Oh, we get sideways! They're going to be side by side coming into the final 2 corners. Here comes Matt Rosie into the pits. He's going to be the first driver to pit. The leader will pit first. Hash gets 3 seconds on his time penalty. And we've got a huge little scuffle right here. We even had yellow flags because of one of these incidents. Oh! Little bit of a touch into the wall for Nicky. That is really not good. He did manage to keep it out of the wall, keep it out of severe damage off the wall. Although he may have to kind of back off and relax himself. As Murphy also pitted, we'll take a look at his stop. Very nicely done from the Alfa Romeo crew. As now Nicky is playing catch-up on Knuckles, but Matt Rosie on the mediums is probably going to just blow by both of them. We'll compare lap times if they're still in. If Rosie hasn't gotten past them, which he absolutely will with DRS, coming up in just a couple corners. You can see Rosie's already trying to take looks at where to make passes, and he's going to go for it right here before he even gets DRS. No, he's going to think better of tell him he's there. At least show him the gun before he shoots him. And Rosie goes through. Does he get Knuckles as well? Not even close. He's way too far out for Knuckles. Huge lockup for Matt Rosie. That is not good for his tire situation. Nicky's going to try and give it a little back here. Any other cars pitting yet? Yep, we got Haytite in the box at the moment, so Nicky's going to stay another lap. He's going to come in. Not sure. Oh, there's a little camera glitch. And Rosie has gotten past Knuckles as well. Here comes Nicky on Knuckles. And he's going to get it. And Helga's gone around again out of T2 this time. This is a really rough race here for Knuckles. Or not Knuckles, Helg. Really rough for the South Dakota native. And we do have a Williams in the pits. That's Chief Braids. Then Barry's going to come out in front of him. I believe Highway is in AI mode. Although if he's not, I'm really sorry, because that I feel bad for saying you're slow enough to look like you're in AI mode. I really don't mean it that way, but it just looked like it. Rosie running wide, trying to break the dirty air. and he's gonna rock it up to the back of Bacon. Bacon's not gonna let him go though. Bacon's trying the backwards strategy, or medium to soft rather than soft to medium. The other Alfa Romeo has come into the pits. Joker is also come into the pits, so we'll see how they do. Do they even have his tires ready? Not really. They're gonna put the mediums on, send him out again. Hash also out. Here comes Bacon, and Matt Rose is just gonna cruise past to the lead. Easily gets through. Bacon's still gonna give him fight though. Still fight. Bacon is just not gonna give him anything. Lets him go for the moment. He's gonna try and get a better line around the outside of turn 3. Dives back down to the inside turn 4. Doesn't make the move stick. Not quite making that move work all the way. Hash on Kaz. It's not a very special occasion. Sorry, Kaz. We've got a problem in in Sector 2. Has something gone awry here with Janet? I don't think anything's happened. We got a yellow flag for Janet. Not sure why, but it's what we got. Okay, so Joker's not as bad, not as rough off as I thought he was. It's only it's a few seconds, but it's not too bad. Another lockup from Matt Rosie on the right front tire. As Janet comes into the pits, he will surely relinquish his lead as he dives down into the first box. Mediums on. Leader goes, he goes. Bacon's still holding on here to second, although Joker is right behind. DRS cracked wide open. Bacon defending all the way to the inside, and yeah, just lets him go. He knew that he couldn't get him, so he's going to help a Mercedes-engined teammate in his battle. Now a 2-second gap from Matt Rosie to Joker. Ash on net P3, not quite all the way up to third. Kaz has come into his pit finally, and has gone all the way back to 11th from 6th. We will show you penalties though. Who has what? Matt Rosie has 3 seconds, Joker has nothing, Bacon has 6 seconds, Hash has 3 seconds, Janet does not have any penalties. Haytite has 12 seconds. Murph has 3 seconds, Nikki has 6, Helg has 6, Knuckles has 3, Murph just got another 3, so that's 6. Kaz has 9, Chief Braids doesn't have any, Barry has 6, we got a nice little battle going here. Barry trying to find space, gets a 3 seconds for that cut, that's not good. So he's up to 9 seconds, Chief has none. I wouldn't even see the value in fighting, but yeah, if you're here to have a good time, so have it. So now, and Joker cracked about a second on that. Joker cracked about a half second on that stint. The Red Bull of Highway is on track, but he is ghosted, so Bacon can just drive right through him. You don't need to stay off the rate. You don't need to get off the. Nobody needs to go on a different line to get around a lap car, as they theoretically don't even exist. Knuckles just out of DRS zone. Joker is really trying to get down to the inside to make a move down this DRS backstretch. Doesn't have this, is not there yet for DRS. But as long as he stays within 3 seconds and doesn't get any penalties, he will be fine. And oh, Rosie, no! The leader goes around! Unbelievable! I'm shocked. Matt Rosie gets a 3 seconds and then loops it. Oh my goodness me. That's incredible. I've never seen something like that. Now Rosie's gonna have to get around Bacon again. That shouldn't be much of an easy task, although it is a bit of a frightening one. As he gets through nice and easily. I'm trying to see if there's a... Janet just gets 3 seconds there. So now, the gap for Matt Rosie was about a second ahead of Joker to 6 seconds behind him. He's got about 12 and a half laps to make it up. Can he? Well, let's find out. He's got nobody in front of him. He's got to make the mediums work. I'm sure he's got it, but he's also got to make up an extra 6 seconds. He's got to make up 12 seconds in 13 laps. He's got to be a second a lap faster than Joker every single time around the track. And that's really difficult. As we've just had a overtake. Barry on Chief Braids for P12. As Braids gets his first 3 seconds of the day, now everybody except Joker has gotten a time penalty. Some a little more severe than others. Highway managing, we'll say in air quotes, managing lap traffic. And Joker is starting to pull on Matt Rosie here. That is really rough. Hash is coming up on Bacon here. This will be a good battle for sure. As he's going to get him into T4. Maybe? Yes! Fantastic move into fourth turn. I didn't think that would be where the move will be made for P3, but it is where the move for P3 has been made. And here comes Murph and Haytight. Murph trying to get around Haytight for P6. Gets there, they stay side by side, Murph gets through. Yeah, I saw that, Valentine, thank you. So I'm gonna be comparing the laps here between the two. So Joker's lap 16, 35.205. 35.2 compared to a 35.42. So he's 2 seconds slower that time around. That's really not good. As Janet has, Bacon has come into the pits. That's what happened there. Another 3 seconds for Nikki. Nikki's all the way back here in 9th. He's having a day. I wouldn't say he's having a fantastic day, but he's having a day for sure. Doesn't have DRS through here, I think. Doesn't have DRS. As Bacon's going to fall back to 9th. I'm really invested in this. I'm really interested to see the Bacon's charge back up through the field, because I know that he's got it in him. Especially fresh softs on well-used mediums. Another 3 seconds for Haytight. That's 15 now. He would still lose out to... Actually, no, he wouldn't quite lose out to anybody yet. He's pulled out enough of a gap, but he is in a massive kerfuffle scuffle. Right here. We'll watch this, and then we will watch Bacon's battle. Is a move made? No. Oh no! We were just gonna start watching and he has gone around. They have collided and crashed. Oh my goodness, that is tragic. Bacon had it so good and Knuckles has benefited the most. He's gained 2 spots right from just by being in the right place at the right time. Nikki is pulled away from it relatively well. Bacon is not. Well, whatever happened to Bacon, it wasn't good. So now Nikki's going to be on the against Knuckles. Knuckles is arguably the best driver, easily the best driver in D4 right now. He's won 3 of 4 in the division. Nikki with DRS wide open thinks better of a move. I guess that's a cut. Kaz gets another 3 seconds. He's up to 12. Looks like Nikki got a bit of a run. Nikki being really hesitant at the moment. I think he's aware that he's got the better car. Oh, we've got another problem. That's Barry has gone around in at T4. Back up to the battle here. Here comes Nikki to the inside now, outside. And Joker's just at the fast lap of the race. Meanwhile, Rosie's still struggling on the mediums. He's going to have the DRS. He's going to close. But he has Knuckles has the DRS because he was behind Highway. Which is a very interesting tidbit. You can get DRS. Oh, never mind. Hold that thought as Nikki's going to try and get through. Uses all the curb. Ooh, Knuckles runs wide. Bacon has already made up the ground and has gotten through Knuckles. He's going for Nikki. Here comes Bacon on the charge. To the inside and through to P8. A fantastic drive back up through after his spin. Has come right back and powered through to P8. 8 seconds separates him and Helg. Does he have the pace to close that gap up? Murph gets another 3 seconds. It's up to 9 for him. Meanwhile, Haytite's still chasing him down. Haytite still can't make a move. Although he is quite close now. So long as he keeps it right on the bumper, he'll have a really good shot at him into the DRS zone next time around. And he did not have the launch he wanted off the last turn 19. He's gonna crack it open, give it a try, but he is not gaining enough ground to make any difference. Barry and Braid still doing good. Bacon fast lap of the day. 1:33.64 for the Brit. And Matt Rose a little too hard. Another 3 seconds. He's up to 9 seconds of time penalties. Here at Sachi, the battle for P5 is still pretty tight, even though there is still 6 seconds to the benefit of Murph. It's still good to watch the racing. And speaking of watching good racing, Jinnit is closing in on Hash here for the final podium spot. This is they're dead even on penalties. So whoever gets this gets a podium spot. Barry with another 3 seconds. That's up to 12 seconds for him. 7 to go here at Russia. And Rosie just passing by up there. You can't really see him, although he is right up here going into turn 4 now. This is a great view of how close he's getting. Oh, Janet! Janet. What have you done? Another 3-second time penalty for the Brit. 2 Brits in the Mercedes today. Hoping Janet just hoping he has a better corner. He doesn't have a better launch. But what he does have is DRS. Is he gonna make enough of a gain? No. Doesn't really make any gain with DRS. Just looking for some battle to watch here. I'm going backwards, sorry. Back on board with Janet just hoping he gets a right launch. He gets a launch. He has overtake on, but he can only use it for so long. DRS back open. Hash their car around the track. Haytite trying to pull through here on Murph, although he still has a 6-second disadvantage. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. And this battle between Barry and Braids is just fantastic looking. We'll focus on this for a little bit because this just looks absolutely stellar. These two have been battling each other for so much of the race. Big lockup from Chief Braids though. He's still locking up through the final 2 turns, and Barry's going to pull away just a little bit down here. Chief is going to close. Inside doesn't make a move. Back up to Hash. And the battle between Haytite and Murph. Here comes Haytite. Is going to give a shot and is going to finally pull through for P5, but still P6. He needs to pull a really big gap in these last 5 or 6 laps. Just 5 laps to go. Another 3 seconds for Murph and Sully. It's news. Now it's good. It's good news for Haytite. He just needs to. He only needs to pull 3 seconds, and he looks like he can do it. As speaking of things we can do, Janet can get up to P3 because he has gotten up to P3, but he needs to pull 3 seconds in the next 5 laps to make the overtake worthwhile. Sector times are as follows. We never saw them. Knuckles with a 3 seconds. Back to Braids and Barry here. Braids still running really wide. It's another 3 seconds. He's still got a 6-second advantage. Barry's going to have the DRS advantage. Barry's going to close in, get all the way down to the blue on the inside, and swoop back up, pull through, lock up a little bit. Loses some of the ground. He just pulled up side by side through turn 3. You cannot get any better than this. And Barry holds on. You will not see any better racing on a Tuesday night. And this isn't even for points. This isn't even like a points paying event. This is just this is a practice. There's no other way to describe it. This is where This is where drivers from all the divisions get to just get racing laps under their belt. None, you know, time trial is a good way to just understand. Time trial is really good for qualifying. You know, an unranked practice session is really good for, you know, just getting a feel of the tires. But you don't have to race with real people in real circumstances. So this is why we have Tuesday racing, so we can have that opportunity for a lot of drivers that may not have it. And Janet's pulled another 3-second penalty. That's really not good. Now he's got to pull an extra 3 seconds. He's already a second and a half ahead. But coming to 3 to go, there's not much he can do. He's got to have 3 fantastic laps. Haytide another 3 seconds. That's not good. Bacon 3 seconds. Bacon's tires have started to fall off, but side by side through this turn here out of the DRS zone. And Murph is back through. Haytide has fallen way back with just 3 laps to go. Mr. Joker has pulled out a net 18-second lead over Matt Rosie. A fantastic performance. Although you could call it lucky, it's a bit lucky. The point stands. So far, Joker has been perfect with keeping his car where it's supposed to be, on track. I just cursed him. God damn. No real battles going on anywhere on track, though. We are starting to kind of fluster about in the final couple laps. Little more than 2 to go for the Williams of Mystic Joker. He runs this Williams in D1 alongside Kenny, the Season 1 champion. And in all fairness, without Jacko in D1, I think it's smooth sailing for the Williams of Mystic Joker this season to pull through an easy Division 1 championship, the top of the line, with just 2 laps to go. I think he's got a really good chance to pull through the championship. I know that Matt Rosie, Janet, Hash all have a chance to at least hinder his progress towards that championship, but I don't think anybody is going to be able to stop him from winning that championship. When it all comes down to, when you boil it down to a simple science, this is Joker's season in D1. D2, it's a different story. D3, it's a different story. D4, it's probably Knuckles as long as he doesn't get promoted up to D4. But otherwise, this looks to be a season of dominance for the Williams team. The combined constructors, it's like 650 to 480 to the next car behind. But yeah, battles have fallen apart. Final lap is approaching quick for Mystic Joker. As Braids and Barry still battling into T1 here. Lock up from Barry, and Braids is going to pull through this one again. Barry's going to try and get a bit of a swing. Gets to the outside, 3-second time penalty. He doesn't give a damn. They touch, and Barry goes through again. This is fantastic racing. Incredible driving from these two. These two have just been magnetized to each other all race long. They're a few seconds away from getting lapped, but they don't give a damn. They want to have a good damn time here, and that's what they're doing. Braids is probably going to give him another try. He's definitely going to get there, but he's going to lay off a little bit, dive it all the way down through the outside. They both lock up. And Barry's going to hold on for this one. But it is all what's happening up here. Mystic Joker, one of the fastest drivers in the Midwest F1 League, showing why he is such and why his statement is such. Final turn, Mystic Joker dominates at Russia. He takes the practice victory. I will get you tire details. There you go. Matt Rosie will come home second, Ginnett a close third. Hash will fall fourth. Actually, he will pull up to second with his penalty advantage. Murph and Selly comes home fifth on the board. Haytite will come home sixth. Helg a much closer seventh. Actually, we'll finish this one out sixth. Although I have to watch. To the outside goes Chief Braids. Does he get the spot? Will Barry fight him back? They run wide. Barry runs wide off the track, and he will have to give up the spot for once and for all. Knuckles coming home, finishing 10th. Oh, and Barry goes into the wall! Into the wall of the Red Bull. And a fantastic 20-plus lap. Oh! Oh, and he pulls through him, and he gets it. Oh, that was awesome. 12th for Chief Bray. What a fantastic result. And Joker's loving it. An absolutely awesome race today. Congratulations to the podium finishers, Mystic Joker, Hash, and Matt Rosie. This is what D1 looks like on a weekly basis, too. This is just what happens around this league. So it is Mystic Joker, Hash, Matt Rosie, Jenna Twit, Murph and Sally, Helg, Haytite, Bacon, Nikki, Knuckles, Kaz, Braids, Barry, Highway, M-Rager, and ZGS. After 27 awesome laps of racing, that will conclude our coverage for this Tuesday's Midwest F1 practice racing. We'll see you next time in Belgium at Circuit Spa-Francorchamps for more practicing and even better racing, I hope. And as always, make sure to cha-cha real smooth.